Hey everybody, welcome back. Today is day 16 of my 21-day video inspiration series based on the Miracles Now card deck by Gabby Bernstein. My name is Katie of Green Plate Kate, and I'm happy to have you with me today. I'm going to go ahead and pull a card and see what we got. Sometimes no is the most loving response. Sometimes no is the most loving response. So we all know people in our life that are like yes men, right? They say yes to everything. They never say no. They do it with a happy face. And sometimes we wonder, how do they do that? And why do they always say yes? And we probably have been in that place too, whether it's we're saying yes because we want to be accepted, we want people to like us, we don't want to disappoint somebody, we're trying to grow our business, whatever it may mean, you know, we're always saying yes. And obviously that can get to a point where we're exhausted and the things that are building up for us to do are being done less well because we don't have the energy to put into all of the things we're saying yes to, or the things we're saying yes to aren't really a heartfelt yes. We're really not that interested in doing them. Our heart's not in it, and so they're really not getting a great final product, whatever that may be, whether it's energetically, whether it's a physical product, whatever it may be. So you know, it's advice that's been around for a long time that one of the smartest and most wise and most sort of self-care things you can do for yourself is to not say yes to everything, to choose the things that are going to light you up, choose the things that you know you're going to be passionate about and you're going to want to do a good job for. And of course there's things within any job or whatever you're going to have to do begrudgingly and you're not too excited about, but I'm talking about those sort of extra things, you know, you volunteered in your kid's class, you know, 20 hours and they're asking you for 5 more and you just don't have it in you anymore. And you know what, that's when you just say, you know what, no, like I've done my part, I'm very pleased with my part, I've done a good job and I'm going to pass on this, and that's okay. And if the person who's asking you can kind of see that in you, then most likely that's going to be okay. So that's pretty straightforward, but what I would like to do actually is twist this a little bit and have it pertain to food and our relationship with food. So sometimes no is the most loving response. So I think sometimes when we are faced with a food or a situation that has to do with food in front of us, that we're really tempted, or we're saying to ourselves, you know I shouldn't eat that, I know I shouldn't eat that, but I really want that, well I shouldn't eat that. And it becomes this back and forth thing in our head and we get kind of crazy about it, and that in and of itself is going to raise your stress level, your cortisol level is going to go up. Even if you do decide to eat the food, it's not going to be assimilated well because your body's kind of in this like weird back and forth about it. So instead of thinking about it next time like, oh, this is a no food, I shouldn't be eating this food is bad, I would love for you to try to think of this card and say, if I say no to this food, I am actually loving myself, because I know that that food is not going to serve me. I know that I can't stop eating that food and I'll end up eating the whole bag. Or I know that if I eat that food, my sugar cravings are going to go through the roof, or I'm going to become bloated, or I'm going to become moody, or it's not going to serve me in my workout, or it's not going to serve me in my whatever goals you have for your health and fitness right now. So if you look at it more from a loving standpoint, is I love myself enough not to eat that food or to just pass. And not, oh, it's wrong, it's bad, and putting all these negative labels onto it, then it might be easier for you to pass on that food. And it might be easier for you to pass the next time. And as you gain more of this sort of loving view of food and your body and how you want food to be utilized in your body, then those decisions are going to become easier and easier for you. And sure, someday you might say, you know what, that looks pretty darn good and I'm going to have it. And again, like I've said before, in that case, choose it wholeheartedly and enjoy it and move on. So sometimes no is the most loving response can be really applied to any decision that you're making in your life. If you feel like you want to be loving to yourself, if you want to be loving to the person that's asking you, if you want to be loving with your relationship with food and body, then sometimes no is the best response. And once again, if we can pause, get quiet for a few minutes and determine that. Is this the loving choice for me? Then the answer will become clear and hopefully it will serve you very well. So that was kind of a fun twist that came about. To recap, sometimes no is the most loving response. I love it. So I would love to hear from you. If you have any comments on this, please post them below. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Have a great day.